Hidden Object Guru here with hot, very old game Earth Defense Force, Insect Armageddon.
Woo!
I know.
Is this the one that terrified the crap out of me?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Why would you play a random difficulty level? Why would you start a game not knowing what your difficulty level was? Anyway. Let's do this.
EDF operations here. I will be your acting operational liaison.
It is crazy how much the sequel, like Iron Rain, is obviously intended to be a direct sequel to this. Like, even the design of the guys is exactly the same. Honestly, this looks really good.
A particularly large ravager has been reported in a
Wow.
residential area of New Detroit. Your mission is to locate and eliminate it. I will be monitoring your progress via your camera system.
Sniping.
Asking information is needed. Op 4 is composed of massively large
General
insect creatures
combat.
as well as robotics. The good news is our weapons seem effective against the ant-like insectoids.
I do like the sound of
Robots
that.
are tougher, and we're seeing more and more of them. The Ravagers have been hitting us hard, but we're holding ground where we can. They've been erecting some type of shield walls that have made things very difficult. They can
She
get
definitely
through.
didn't,
We
Horking.
can't.
Ooh, what?
Check your phone. Alright, let's do this. I'm ready. Now, what is my weapon options?
I will check in a moment.
A Norwood ARF. Okay, so that's 22 damage, 10 hits per second, 45 reload time 3. Less damage, more ammo, 10 per second, and way faster. Auto lock. Auto lock. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to try an auto lock. That is a Breezy Remhod UO1. Sorry, BZ Remhod. That's a terrible name.
Hey, pal, how about lighting up some of those bugs down there? Those people can use a little love from above. Weapons are hot.
Such a weird opening to the game. Again, the attempt was to be a more cinematic EDF, more like American games, longer levels, more elaborate storytelling. Which, speaking of, I should really turn the subtitles on. There's no subtitles. No? Well, I'll just turn down everything but the voices. For story stuff later, in case I want to do my wonderful story video about the Earth Defense Force other series. Yeah, no subtitles. That's weird. What's your question, Horror King? I did see your Godzilla comments. I hope we get a definitive winner to who is stronger, Kong or Godzilla, even though the answer is obviously Godzilla.
This is Archangel.
Fun fact, this game is set in San Francisco, or perhaps fake San Francisco, and they continued that setting into Earth Defense Force Iron Rain, with lots of houses that look like this, and really steep hills and streetcars. You can actually, it's kind of cool, you can grab, you can sort of derail, or I guess destroy the locks on, whoa! On the streetcars and send them careening down streets to run into, gas stations. There's always a gas station at the bottom of the hill for that to work. And if I could just get a bunch of aliens around those gas stations, it would be very useful. I don't know how to do that now. Maybe there's a bug attractor? Of course, Horror King. Let's do this.
What is this? What is this?
Why is this guy not locked? Hey!
Sorry.
Why is this not... I specifically said, let's get the gun that locks on all the time. And it's not locking on.
What is this? Something but a comment.
Oh, they were just being hostile. How do I do... It's saying doing quick reload, but it's not telling me... Oh, it's X for quick reload. Okay. Yeah, they also brought back active reload for Earth Defense Force. I know. Ow! They also do Earth Defense... they also brought back rapid reload, active reloading for Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon. Do I not have a dive roll? Oh, no, there it is. I have sprint, too. That's nice. It's been a while. How do I swap weapons? Because I'm using my new weapon now, but I don't really know how I swap to it.
Ew, why would I want to do that to his hair? That would be gross.
People are encouraging her to put mustard in my hair.
Well,
People with emotional problems,
first
obviously.
of all, I detest the smell of mustard, so that would be, you know, really gross for me too.
Also, let's face it, my hair is genuinely super badass right now.
Yeah, it really
and
is.
no one wants to question it.
It's pissing me off.
My hair looks way too good from this quarantine.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've got this awesome 70s hair.
Yeah.
Very happy with it. Seriously, though, how do I switch weapons?
He has way too much hair.
Oh, there it is.
Let's
It's
just put it
X,
that
everybody.
way. Like,
Woo!
I feel like my quarantine hair game is doing pretty good.
Oh, yeah. No.
Longer than it's been in years.
Yep.
But I'm just like really angry at you for your quarantine.
I know, it's crazy. My lustrous, thick quarantine hair. Okay, we got plenty of extra health lying around if we need it. That's good. Okay, I saw it tracking that time.
Oh, hurricane.
Don't know how I missed it earlier, but there you go. Yeah, see, they're tracking a little. I mean, it did say it was low-grade tracking, so it's not a surprise. Where the... Ow! I think one of my own guys accidentally shot me with a rocket launcher there. Luckily, we don't take anything close to full, friendly fire damage. I like that the map isn't just a radar telling you where the enemies are, but it's an actual map of the area. So you can strategize vis-a-vis getting over and around buildings and which buildings you need to blow up. But like all the best Earth Defense Force games, buildings are extremely blow-upable. See? There it goes. Ah, buildings crumbling. You are the cornerstone of why we love EDF.
Approach the lander and activate
Also, I don't like that the bugs... Watch what happens to the bugs when you kill them. Watch this.
You need a
See?
sandwich?
They
Ghost
disappear.
Gamer?
I'd be fine if they disappeared later, but first they should blast into pieces, not just disintegrate from existence. Go get your sandwich, Ghost Gaming. We will tell you what you missed when you get back here. Alright.
Oh, Chris. Video games are fun.
Video games are mucho fun.
Being like a geeky nerd, like, my entire life has really prepped me for this whole quarantine.
Oh, yeah. So much less
People-
stress than the people who
I
expect to,
know.
accomplish things.
People keep talking about, like, well, what do you do with yourself being stuck at home all day? And I'm like,
Okay,
I have
we're
books.
receiving
I have
data.
unlimited books.
I have video games.
I have access to literally every book ever written.
Lightning,
Okay, figuratively every book ever written.
movies.
we've added a pulse signal to the self-destruct countdown sequence.
Great.
Should attract any nearby
Awesome
radius
work,
and take them out
Marissa.
of the blast. Make sure you get out of the blast radius prior to detonation or,
Uh-oh.
well, it won't be good.
Copy that.
I will keep that in mind. Alright, let's activate Yield, the self-destruct, and then sprint away. Yes. Oh, come on. Seriously? What kind of time have we got on that blast radius thing? Okay, well, this is embarrassing.
Yeah,
Lightning, Ravagers incoming. Take out those Ravagers.
Hey, it blew
Marissa,
up.
It's been weird. I had short hair when this whole quarantine thing started.
I'm very excited to see what the robots look like. I don't remember what the robots look like, so...
When our
Hopefully they
cases
look
got
badass.
super low and we first like reopened, salons and whatnot, I went and got, my haircut again, but it's super long again.
I would say I could relate, Marissa, because the sides of my head are always shaved when I get, decent haircuts. But it's not really fair, because the sides of my head are shaved, and the top of my head is like an inch of hair, or three-quarters of an inch of hair, so that's almost shaved, too. Okay, what is this skull about?
I'm picking up more Ravager signals
Hurricane,
in your
your last
vicinity.
comment
Do more,
was-
Lightning.
We copy.
Asking Marissa if she had answered your question. So,
Yeah, not a super useful comment. If you want people to respond to you. Oh, they're bursting out of the ground. I
oh,
see.
good to know, Hurricane.
Ravagers in
I
the
scrolled
area,
up
and
more,
as you
so
can see,
that's what I'm
they are
assuming.
surfacing from what seems to be a giant anthill.
Okay. So how do I...
Info for
Okay.
lightning on these anthills?
Curly hair is awesome, Chris.
You can lay down suppressing
Mine
fire
is
with your rifle,
kind of
or
wavy,
use
but not
grenades to slow
really.
the flow of ants.
Wait,
Like-
shh.
Destroy the anthill. You'll need to get close to it and plant a charge on it to take it out.
Is that Maurice
I'll contact
LaMarche?
you again after you've completed your objective.
There's someone here doing a voice of, like, the commander telling you what to do, and I'm like... It's the kind of voice Maurice LaMarche often does. The serious colonel who has things to tell you about. You know, that kind of voice?
Yeah.
Like, that could have been Maurice LaMarche. I mean, I don't know that it was, but very Maurice LaMarche. You know, whenever he plays, like, a general or an admiral or a captain on Pinky and the Brain. That kind of voice.
Yes, Horror King, I do.
No, I keep missing.
Haven't missed it.
No, you haven't. Because you've missed a few beeps. No, it's a... Anyway.
I'm just really excited. for
I
that
know,
timer
you should
to
be
go off.
very excited about your pie.
I
Everyone's
said
excited about you
the
having
pie
pie.
is officially cooked. It's just going to be way too hot to eat right now.
Right, so you have to let it cool down.
So I have to. So I set a timer because I know I'll eat it when it's still way too hot.
You would. You would totally do that.
I am
Also,
activating a
okay.
waypoint. Make your
Ooh,
way
I
to
love
the location
waypoints.
and regroup.
And see, this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, the game just... The missions just drag, like... Think about a regular EDF game. We would be 2 missions in by this point and see 2 completely different locations and maybe introduce a new enemy type by now.
I hear you on that, Marissa. My
And
entire-
here... Oh, sorry. My bad. Anyway, you had thoughts?
my entire family are all like extraordinarily different in eye color, hair color, sometimes even skin tone. But still, I do get you. Like, I look like my mother. Like if you looked at us, you'd be like, "Oh, that is clearly your mother." But she has much darker skin than I am. Has brown eyes and has, well, naturally, dark brown hair. Whereas I have, what color is this? Like almost dirty blonde hair.
So this is literally the only question that matters. Okay, and you do. Can we find and destroy the house from... Sorry. Can we find and destroy the Full House house in this game? Because this is set in San Francisco.
Well, you need to go find out.
Yeah, it'd
What
be
about
very
the Charmed
interesting.
house?
Probably not. I feel like that was more in the suburbs. Because, like, their house is right on the hills. You know, it's one of those sideways canted houses. Oh no, more Ravagers! Who could have seen that coming? Wink. Ravagers is a good name for the aliens. I'm sorry. Although Colonizers is good too, because, let's face it, it's important to teach the kids of today that colonizing is bad. And being colonizers is bad. And the history of colonialism is a history of mass murder. And what these games are about is what it feels like for Earth to be colonized, like Europe colonized the global South, or to a lesser extent how Japan colonized the Pacific islands in China and Korea.
Did Horror King? No, Horror King, tell a terrible joke, please.
Oh, we love terrible jokes. So, like, this is a game series about teaching you just how awful colonialism looks from the other side. Except, in this context, there are, you know, giant ants.
I mean, it is weird, especially being like a different skin tone than your mother, because like I can remember being a kid and my mom
Ow.
just not understanding my need for sunscreen and shade all the time.
Yeah.
Because
She is not the type to need any of that.
yeah. Well, let's put it this way.
She
I
has died
remember,
already.
like,
Oh, there's another anthill. That's what's happening.
one of my mother's first really bad sunburns. Because
Yeah.
that's how rarely she get, like, she'll burn, but like that's how rarely she got a really bad sunburn.
I want to point out that, and this is not a big judgment, but one of the things that immediately gave me warning signs about this game is how, comparatively speaking, the ants just really aren't that big compared to other Earth Defense Force games. Like, look at the size of these ants. Yeah, they're taller than you, But they're not the, like, size of buses. The way the ants in the other Earth Defense Force games are.
Hurricane has told a really bad joke.
I love those.
I dispute that it's even a joke.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, why did the chicken cross the road? That's his business.
Yeah, that's an anti-joke.
But it was hilarious,
Okay,
Hurricane.
Lightning, I have placed
Very hilarious, and it's an anti-joke where the joke is you expected there to be a punchline that made sense. That being said, chicken cross the road jokes are never funny and are only they are only the basis. They are anti-jokes at their core, because the definitive why did the chicken cross the road joke is the original why the chicken crossed the road to get to the other side. That's anti-humor. It's setting up the listener to hear a joke with a setup and a payoff, but instead of a payoff, what you get is, what, you thought there was going to be a payoff? No. Chickens have to go across the road too. Why'd you expect there to be a joke? Well, because you used a joke formulation to tell it to me. I had reason to think there was going to be a joke. It's a game being played on the listener. I'm getting a weird look, everybody.
It's like you just gave a lecture on the structure of jokes.
I did. Is that strange? Is that not what people come to my channel for?
No, I think
Lectures
it is.
about how humor works?
Chris, I'm going to assume
Robots!
he'd be down to hear a Hamilton joke.
it's one of
Everybody
the
loves those.
robotics.
That is a lot of I'll give them this. I do like the design of the
This
robots.
is one of the smaller
Hurricane, what's your question about this
still quite
game?
dangerous.
Look at that guy. He looks great.
ASAP.
Unfortunately, like, he doesn't have the charm of the Japanese Hectors, because he doesn't get, knocked around by every bullet because he only weighs. And this is true. The Hectors only weigh. They're 2 stories tall, some 3. They have giant weapons. They're made of bullet-resistant steel, but they only weigh 50 pounds because they're made of ultralight materials.
Would Ant-Man from Marvel Comics, we knew who you meant, be able to control all those giant ants?
Probably
Actually-
not. These are genetically engineered alien ants. They aren't like human ants that have been bigified with a ray. They are human ants that they have taken and spent years genetically engineering and turning into warriors. So I'm guessing no. My lady disagrees with me, and now
Yes.
she's going to explain why.
Because it happened once.
Very funny.
No, it did. They were genetically enhanced like giant ants.
Why won't you
And
die?
he wasn't able to fully control them like he could other ants.
Whoa.
But he could influence them,
Yes.
deter them from certain behaviors, and yada yada yada. So like,
That was
if they were
dramatic.
hungry or wanting to attack humans, he could redirect that to something else. So,
By the way, I only just now, and this is a problem with the game, I only just now found a new weapon. I've been killing dudes for 20 minutes, and I found one new weapon. Because ants can't drop weapons in this game. They can only drop health.
I knew that it happened and you didn't, because I'm not much of a Marvel reader.
I mean, it's very weird. And then again, I very rarely ever read Avengers comics. Or, indeed, Ant-Man comics. Boom. I assume that happened in an Avengers comic. No? Okay.
Oh, and Chris had an hilarious joke.
I love those.
It was hilarious, but I feel like I'm not going to do it justice if I do.
No, I read it. It's very funny. Careful. Where am I on this map?
Right?
That's me? Okay, that's me. The tiny little green arrow that's almost invisible. Gotcha. Do 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 do. We did it! We made it to the thing. Who's Bilal? Why do I have to eliminate him? We did it, everybody! We completed a mission! It took a while. Yay! We have access to Tier 2 weapons! And I got an air torch, which is Tier 4, so I can't use it. And it's only for the battle armor, so I can't use it either. So, thanks, guys. Super helpful.
New tasking orders incoming.
So very helpful.
HQ has received a distress signal
Here
from
we go.
Firebase Clyde. The firebase is near your current position and has been
Nice
overrun by
working.
Ravagers. Saber is inbound and has been tasked with securing the area for sector operations. But they
There you
have
go,
two
Marissa.
snags.
It's weird when
That Strike Force
ah,
would be happy to take point on
parents
this
and
one.
children have completely
Saber
different
should be
sun
getting here soon.
tolerances, because it affects your vacation decisions.
Right?
Quite a lot, actually.
Right?
Okay, apparently I'm supposed to have deployables, but I don't have those. Oh no, that's tactical. I was playing as... Oh, you can only unlock one at a time. That's so weird. So you're saying this guy should have access to... So I've got a Van Snaster 2-1, whatever the hell that is, a submachine gun? Okay. The 200 consumed lightweight... Okay, that's fine. Don't have... Not a lot of weapons in this game, I just realized. No judgment. Alright, so, now I need... For my second weapon, I get a Bohempsicus Coiler X EXP. Or a Maldoror. What? Ah, okay. What is with the names in this game? I just want you to see this. Ahem. The C-68 Maldoror is the M16 to the Clontarf's 8K-47. The Clontarf? Who was in charge of this? Wow. Alright, so grenade type impact. Grenade type
That made me really happy.
Clontorf?
That's what all gun speak sounds to me like.
Oh, it's a Clontorf.
Like
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. Clontorf. Alright, let's try the Malador. Alright, what's this upgrades?
Oh, my stupid thing is stuck again.
Ooh, machine gun turret or plasma turret.
Stupid YouTube.
Nice. How do I use my special ability? Left trigger. Okay, let's do this. We're going to try out gun turrets, everybody. Those are my favorite things to use.
Neutralize the Ravagers and secure the fire base.
Alright, fire base. Let's do this. Alright, let's see it in action. It's not doing the kind of damage I would hope, but it is effective. So there you go. Time to check out this Malador. It's pretty good. Pretty decent amount of damage. I'd like if it was doing a lot more damage, but that's another conversation. Or at least a conversation for another time. Yeah, that whole you have to unlock the character classes one by beating missions, that is weird. Hey guys, would you defend me while I'm planting these explosives, please? Apparently you will not. You will leave me to suffer at the hands of these ants. Cool. Thanks for that, guys. Was this a gun turret? Nice.
Good job.
I love
Okay,
those.
we're being asked if we'd prefer to have a million cats, dogs, or fish.
You have Ravagers inbound.
Ooh,
Don't let
that's
them overrun your
tough.
position. We need that fire base.
Well,
It's an unmanageable number, no matter
yeah,
which one
I
you're
mean,
talking about.
fish, you can, reduce that population.
Hey, we're not eating the fish.
Why not?
Because these are pets.
Oh, it didn't specify that.
I think it was clear.
Okay. Well then, if it's just as pets, cats. It's always cats.
That's true. We would have an army of the damned made up entirely of cats. And it would be wonderful.
We would rule the world!
With 1 million cats, it's not impossible. Imagine having to feed 1 million cats, though. Wow. Dear Lord. That would be a civilization of cats. Within a couple of weeks, they might have developed a language. You know, that they can communicate with us. Obviously, they already have their own language. I've been around cats. I know how it is.
Yeah,
Did that guy leave?
They're cute, Marissa. I can't bring myself to eat a dog.
Nope.
That's just wrong.
Then I won't eat any animal. So, that's
Other
me.
than fish.
Well, yeah, but, to use Fred Rogers' justification, it wouldn't be right to eat anything that had a mother that loved it. And 100%, the mothers of fish do not care about their spawn. That has been proved by science. They will eat their own eggs. Just because they forget that that's what those are.
Yeah.
Fish are monsters. I guess under that logic, I could probably also eat insects. Because there's there seems to be no suggestion that insects have parents that love them.
Yep. I find a lot of, anytime I've had, insects cooked into anything that wasn't, you know, bread covering the taste. They kind of taste like beans anyway.
Weird.
But you tend to like
Because it's
the
just
taste
pure
of-
protein, yeah. Is that a tank?
Somebody here need a few extra guns? Huh?
Roger that, Saber.
Do I have a tank? I'd be very happy to use a tank.
You mean you could eat bug snacks?
Oh, no, of course not. Because, you know, they're devious parasites trying to take over the world. And only the Grumpinati knows about it, and we're going to have to do something about them sooner rather than later. Please die. Oh, dang. Yeah, the Hectors are kind of badass in
Sea
this.
turtles have it real bad.
Yeah, it's rough being a sea turtle. Somebody's
Pie
excited
time.
about her chances of getting pie.
It's pie time, y'all.
And what weapon do we unlock? A
Carrot pie.
Zinzabek Hemisect. This is what I'm talking about. Should I do a video where I just read all of the names of the weapons in Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon?
Sure.
Because they're all ridiculous. I'm sure the Grumpinati will come into focus more in the sequel, Marissa. The inevitable sequel to this game. I say inevitable because nothing can stop that sequel from happening. We as a society deserve to be tortured by
Or bug snacks?
bug snacks too. The bug snackening.
I mean, given its popularity, I'm sure it's already works.
Well, no, I mean, I'd have to imagine that if Sony didn't pay for the entire development cost to get a day one, we're giving this out for free the day it comes out, then they have very bad negotiators. Because it's like, yeah, that's killing sales from your game, but it's also an incredible promo opportunity. So if they didn't pay for the entire development, they must have paid for a huge chunk of it to do that. And I gotta say, I'm sure it worked out very well because everybody got to play Bugsnax. It is spectacular, but it's also psychological torture. Bugsnax is both, all at the same time. Oh no! Ticks. Ticks are the worst because, you know, like all ticks in video games like this, they grab you and explode. But they take almost no damage to kill, so, you know, having an autocannon turret was really all you need to take care of him.
The boys from Saber will relieve your squad and take command of the fire base. Proceed to the
Thank you,
indicated
madam.
rally point and await further instructions.
Roger. Lightning moving out.
Are we, though? Are we moving out? Okay, David. I think it sounds like a fun video, honestly. Just like me saying all of the ridiculous names of these weapons.
Yes.
She doesn't really think that, but she's being supportive, which we appreciate. I'm sure you think that. Wink. Wow, this submachine gun does not have a lot of bullets in it. Really need to get myself something a little more impressive. Van Snaster 11-1. And then I read the description of the Van Snaster.
Okay. That's something to announce.
You're eating pie?
Yes!
That's a weird thing to announce.
Okay, I'm
to
like
feel the need to announce to people.
20 seconds away from eating
Oh, you didn't
pie.
put ice cream next to it. Weird.
No, I said no to. Maybe the
Very
next
strange.
piece. Well, there was cheese too. Sometimes you just have to put cheese next to the pie.
Yes. I learned that from the movie Taxi Driver.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was so fun when in the game Serial Cleaner there was a level themed around Taxi Driver. Weird game. Loved it though.
It looks like the
Oh,
rally
definitely
is
working on
Do what
getting
you can
better
to mop up and
weapons.
secure the area. I'll have some new
What I
orders
really
ready.
want is, I hope there's a, I mean, plasma turrets are fine, but I really hope there's a laser turret around here somewhere. What I really hope is that there's a code I can find, or someone who's got a save file I can borrow that has everything already unlocked. But probably not.
What do I think about water bugs? I like water bugs. I think they're cute.
Which ones are water bugs?
The ones that glide on the water.
Oh yeah, those are cute.
Unless we're playing a video game, in which case, fuck those water bugs.
Yeah, they're always the worst in
They're
video games.
always horrid.
Yeah. Especially Pikmin. Oh my god.
Yep.
Trying to kill them and they drown all your Pikmin every time. Those guys are the worst. So you tell me you have to find 3 anthills. Alright, I guess.
Guys, the pie is really good. You laughing at me?
Yes! I cannot stress the extent to which I'm laughing at you.
So good.
Oh, there it is. We got one of them, everybody. Do 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 do. Ba ba bow. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba ba do. Ba
You kinda-
ba ba ba. Kind of what?
Wish you could do that scene.
I don't know what scene you're talking about.
The tank scene from GoldenEye.
Oh, just driving the tank
In
around?
sorry, not Bugsnax.
This?
In this.
Oh yeah, well, you do that all the time in these games. There's always tanks to get. I mean, I assume there's going to be tanks in this at some point.
Lightning.
There's tanks in every other Earth Defense Force game.
2 more to go.
Okay, those are alien spaceships who are now trying to kill us, so that's complicated things quite a bit.
No.
My guy is specifically weak against flying enemies, so not a fantastic time for this to be happening.
I meant actually get to play out the scenario where you're getting chased by a bunch of ants.
What?
Go into like a building or something and come out with a tank chasing them.
That would be awesome. Alright, I got him.
Woo!
Yeah, these guys transform in flight and unleash devastating weapons. Much like the HK drones, flying drones, in that beautiful Terminator game, Terminator Resistance. What kind of pie is it? The people are asking.
It is apple cranberry and it is fantastic.
First off, the term is cran apple, but yes, it is fantastic.
Got a crumble top.
Do 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 do. I love the consistency in the worldview of the Earth Defense Force games, that the Ravagers, their enemies, their troops are weak because they mass produce them so incredibly quickly. And their idea is we'll just have so many of these things that there's nothing anybody can do about it. And of course there is, but it's actually very hard to do anything about it. Can I heal my teammates? Because they're not doing great. I'm not doing great either.
Marissa, it's actually gluten-free. It's from
Oh,
my
you
favorite
son of a-
gluten-free bakery. I had
Damn
it sitting in
ticks.
the freezer for, a special occasion. Like a random Tuesday.
It's not a random Tuesday, it's a vacation Tuesday.
That's true. It is a vacation.
That's completely different than random. Alright, so I missed a bunch of health back there, but there's health up here. So let's find out if getting health also heals my buddies. Okay, here we go. It does heal my buddies. Alright, there we go. We're back in the game, kids. Alright, where are we going? Oh, yes. Okay. Whoa. Here we go. Seriously, somebody gonna give me the slightest heads up about where that is? Oh, it says on here. Oh, no, wait, that's the question mark. The question mark is where my compass is telling me to go. And I'm like, I don't think the question mark is where I need to be, though, is the thing about that. And I'm getting kind of splattered by these guys because I don't know where I'm going. So if you could give me a heads up vis-a-vis direction in which I should be moving, that would be just top of the heap. How did I miss that one? That's right. Turns out I have grenades too. I say two like the ants are using grenades on me. That's not the case.
Have we been vaccinated, David? No, it's not
Sadly,
available
no.
to us in our area yet. It's only been like...
People who actually work in medical facilities and the like so far. We don't expect to have access to the vaccine until the summer. We're hoping to get it sooner, but we don't expect to get it till the summer.
I mean, they haven't really
Alright, let's go get healed up, everybody, and then we'll go look for that
expressed
last
how
one.
the rollout is happening for us. Also, it depends on how they decide to prioritize people.
Yeah.
Like, if they prioritize people who have to work with the public,
Then,
well,
yeah,
then
you'll get it way before I do.
I'll
Yeah.
get it earlier, which will be great.
That would be fantastic. Oh, I hate these guys. It also doesn't help that I'm a terrible shot. Oh, thanks for saying. I mean, it's not as bad as I remember, but there's a lack of drama compared to the Japanese Earth Defense Force games. I mean, the Japan-focused Earth Defense Force games. It doesn't have the... Well, they're also set in Japan. Although it was great when EDF went to Europe. Oh, such a good series of levels when he went to Europe in EDF. That's where you first fight the colonizers. The adorable frog monsters that you spend the whole game fighting.
I think it's asking if you get vaccinated if you're going to go to any convention.
Oh, am I going to go to any conventions? Well, I might go to the Ottawa Comic Con, sure.
Yeah.
It's in town.
Hoku here did the Fan Expo for a few years in Toronto.
Yeah, that was always fun. Come on. Faster, 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 faster. Oh, that was close. And I still got whacked in the head by these jerks.
Although I feel like
Whew.
conventions will give us like anxiety for the first
For the
while.
foreseeable, yeah. Might be a
Conventions
little
gave me, the
while.
last time we went to Fan
Enter
Expo,
next
it gave me
waypoint.
huge
More
anxiety.
updates
Well,
will follow.
although
We're
that
waiting for
was,
intel
like,
on the
I
last
feel like they
location
should
of
have
the
been
giant
shut
Armageddon.
down by the fire marshal.
Oh, totes.
And I
Way
hear
too many
they-
people.
They actually, you know, had some warnings.
I'm not
I'm
surprised.
using the wrong word with fire marshal, but you know what I was
We did it!
there were
Whew.
way too many people on
I don't know what a basement bug is, Chris.
those little like
Silverfish?
yeah,
Ah, okay.
and like the ones that are like
Yeah.
similar to that but not. Yeah.
So, for example, this time I got the Zinzabek Hemisect. Contact Mine 1, Armor Class Upgrade 1, Armor Boost 1.
Basement bugs. Yeah, they're creepy. We have a lot of them at work in our storage room, and I am the designated killer of bugs at work.
I see. Okay, what? Okay, wait. So I'm in rank 2. I got Weapons Upgrade 2. Contact Mine 1, don't know what that is. Armor Class Upgrade 1, good. Armor Boost 1, yay. Access to Tier 2 weapons. Deployable Contact Mine, nice. Deployable Slot. And a health increase. That actually all sounds pretty useful.
Did I see your fun fact? I did not. I'm very sorry. Really? All I've heard is good stuff about the COVID vaccine so far, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I know quite a few people who have actually gotten one already because they work in healthcare.
Feel a ton better.
And yeah, they're like, nothing, like, you know,
Those Ravager bombs produce a
flu
field that
vaccine,
destroys human
COVID
beings at the
vaccine.
molecular level.
Okay, and again, I just like to go reiterate my point one more time. Weapon 1, FL-014 Bullenbesser. Weapon 2, Brugham OX.
seriously, this is what you talking about guns
Is like, I know.
is like. This is like, I'm so amused.
Oh, it's an automatic shotgun. I didn't know that. And some sort of a mortar. Nice.
Affirmative, Ops.
So I can... Ah, I don't have a dive with this guy. I just have a boost. Not gonna lie, the game's, like, it's still, like, it might be the worst EDF game, but it's still an EDF game. I'd be crazy to criticize it too harshly. Even the worst EDF game is still an EDF game.
What's your fun fact?
I probably can't hurt those guys yet, can I? No. Que sera, sera. Boom. I know you're typing on a phone, Horror King, but it's weird to ask someone to scroll up rather than just posting anything.
Strawberries aren't berries, but bananas are berries? How are strawberries berries? They have seeds.
Yeah.
Lightning, more gunships incoming.
They grow on plants. They have seeds. I don't see how that's... Oh, that's a lot of gunships. Whoa. And they're leaving. different ships than the one we were talking about. So let's see if my shotgun's long enough range to hit these guys. It is. Are they dive bombing us?
No, I hate the stick bug, but because of Pikmin, Marissa.
Yeah, stick bug's a mess.
Hate that thing.
Although technically the worst bug in Pikmin are the ones that look exactly like leaves.
Oh, those are evil.
And
But
just
remember,
appear
this
from
is like
nowhere.
a boss fight with a giant stick.
I know, and it's scary, but I'm saying like those guys that look like leaves
Yeah,
that just
those things are bastards.
you're just walking along and oh hey, 3 of your Pikmin are dead. Like what? The hell happened there?
Okay, seriously, I'm just like really upset about Pikmin now.
You should be. Very traumatizing. Or traumatizing, if you prefer to use the wrong words. Alright, I'm gonna go grab some health. I'm in real bad shape.
Strawberries aren't berries because the seeds are on the outside, and bananas are berries because the seeds are on the inside.
Yeah, I feel like that's such a splitting of hairs that, you know, that it is not super useful.
I will ask my
From a
aunt and
definitional
uncle, the
standpoint.
food technologists, and you know,
What they feel about it.
one of them is an agriculture expert as well.
Ah. Fascinating and logical, too.
Next time we are allowed to see people, which will be a while.
Wow.
But it'll be fun conversation then.
Yeah.
Okay, on this note, since you know so much
Oh,
about strawberries,
kablamo.
what is the appropriate amount of time to wait before you eat a second piece of pie?
More than has passed. I think that's the only answer that's going to make sense to you right now. The correct amount of time is more than has elapsed. Am I supposed to be destroying hives? Like, where are all these ants coming from? Or is this just a fight I'm supposed to win? I'm being told to engage gunships, but I picked the absolute worst guy to do that with, because he's got just the shortest range weapons. This is a thing that Earth Defense Force games are notorious for. Bad advice, Marissa. Very bad advice. Like, you have no idea what you're going to be up against when you start a mission, so you have no idea what loadout to bring the first time.
So, something you guys need to know about this pie.
Oh,
First
finally,
of all,
any
it's
left?
a smallish pie, which is good. Because Hooger here is allergic to apples. So I get to eat this pie all by myself.
Heads up, there are quite a few more of them than
So
we thought.
maybe I shouldn't eat the entire pie in one night? I'm just saying.
That open
think
area
it's
is a death trap.
Oh, yeah.
Fall back with your squad to Firebase Abraham. Move out. The anti-aircraft turrets at the Firebase should even the odds. Waypoint is up.
What does this do? So I've got like a shield that makes me bulletproof, but I've also electrified it? Oh, I see. And the electrifying damages enemies that run up to it, but also it drains my shield power faster? Okay, I get what's happening here. It's been a while since I've played this game. Literally, it's been 10 years. Damn. Well, I'm not a fan of these guys. Wait, do these missiles home at all? Because I could have been using the wrong No, they don't.
I have Gravity Falls on my watch list. I just keep forgetting to watch it, Hurricane.
Which one is Gravity Falls?
It's the, well, I don't know. I haven't watched it, but it's been recommended by Horror King and a variety of other people. It's on
Gotcha.
Disney Plus.
Oh, nice.
A bunch of people had recommended it, and we weren't sure where it was. And then I found it on
Oh,
Disney,
thank you for
so I put it
dying.
on my watch list, and I never watched it. I have, however, been watching the new Animaniacs.
Yes, I was very disappointed in their appearance by Chicken Boo. Also,
Wait,
their
did you
statement
watch
that
it?
Chick... No, you told me about it. Their statement that Chicken Boo was the least beloved character in the original Animaniacs,
That's
which I think is
Elmira.
insane. Elmira was by far the least liked character. Chicken Boo was a hero. He was a hero who got stepped on by the world, despite the fact that, last I checked, he was good at everything. There is nothing that Chicken Boo didn't excel at, every time he would show up and do a great job. A perfect job at whatever he was trying to do, and everyone would love him, and then he would be revealed to be a chicken, and the bigotry would come back out. My point is, Chicken Boo is the hero we need right now. And we should have apologized to him rather than turning him into a monster. Just putting that out there. Do I believe he would become a monster based on how he was treated by everyone ever? Sure, but we shouldn't have let that happen. Chicken Boo, one love. Trying to do something The Rock would do.
Yeah.
You know, that one love, hit the chest thing.
Yeah.
You know,
It didn't really work for you.
not at all. No, nothing The Rock does is something I can do. Nothing.
Can you do one eyebrow?
No.
Really?
No, can't. I don't have eyebrow control.
What is that like?
Normal. You see, it's normal when you can't do a thing. And for
Eyebrow
people who
control
can
is
do it,
so fun.
for people who can do it, it's normal that you can do it. It's not strange at all. Never in my life I've been, oh, I will want to raise one eyebrow. No, it just never happened.
Seriously, Star Trek didn't make you want to
No.
do it?
I never thought of myself as a Spock type figure. I mean, I think
Really?
I might be less like Spock than pretty much anybody.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I guess so.
Chicken Boo, what's the matter with you? You don't act like the other chickens do. Where's the health? I swear I saw something. Oh, there it is. You have a good night, Horror King.
I think you lost. Good night, Horror King. I think you lost poor Chris a little bit on the Chicken Boo rant.
That's fair, but Chicken Boo.
Yeah.
He deserves credit. Yeah, that's not a very good move.
Also been watching more Scooby Doo.
Yes, Scooby-Doo's wonderful. What's the show you're watching?
The latest Scooby Doo and Guess Who,
Ah,
which is
and
not great.
particularly good. Like, well, we produced the definitive Scooby-Doo show, the best Scooby-Doo has ever been, Mysteries Incorporated. Mr. Incorporated. Let's cancel it, and then just do a bunch of other shit.
They did Scooby Doo, Where Are You? And now they're doing Scooby Doo and Guess Who.
I know.
Like, they're restarting over.
And that's fine, but why would you give away the best it's ever
Wait,
been?
does that mean next we get 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo?
Presumably. Yeah.
Which, by the way, we really have to watch that movie that ended it.
Yes.
We need to figure out which one that was.
And watch that.
And then buy that tonight and watch that.
We're not watching that tonight.
We'll watch
You're
it.
way too tired. You wouldn't remember one moment of it
We're gonna
tomorrow.
buy it, so we can just rewatch it.
Yeah, but I'm saying we're not going to watch it tonight, because then when you actually sit down to watch it, you'll be like, I think I kind of... is that what happens? And it'll be very frustrating for you and everyone else. And by everyone else, I mean me.
Okay.
I've never watched Phineas and Ferb, but I understand it was a popular TV show.
I watched some of it, but I don't really remember most of it because I was always
Wow.
doing something else when I was watching it.
Well, that anti-air turret is not messing around. This thing is brutal.
It was one of those things where I'd leave on. I think at the time it was YTV was on, and it would come
And it
on
would just
and
be
then-
on.
yeah.
Right.
Intel reports more of those Ravager carriers incoming. The final
Nice.
base is the most-
Alright, so as you can see, it's getting very late, so we're going to wrap up the stream here. But, whoo boy! Thanks for letting us know, David. We're going to wrap it up here. I'd like to thank everybody for watching me reacclimate myself with Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon, which, better than I remembered, still not Earth Defense Force. Although Iron Rain did a much better job of meeting them in the middle. Anyway, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comment section below the video. I'll see you back here for more Earth Defense Force action. But until then, I'm going to say that's right. Au revoir.
Au revoir.